Thank you very much. I couldn't wait for get this question now. From yesterday, it is in me. So last night at the meditation, you asked us to what is more important, to put the focus on the emotions and bodily sensations, or just be the I don't know, space, something like this.
Let him out.
And then there is a very strong holding back in me.
There is what?
Like holding back, like...
Okay.
Yeah.
Holding back. Holding back.
So I mean that there is a lot of bodily reaction or movement and voices. Then I just need to control, because it's just coming out spontaneously and uncontrolled. If I no, I don't think I need to control, but I mean then, so if I am alone at home, is all fine. I could just accept that is just like this. I don't know why, what's happening, but but then there is a lot of people around, and this. So I just so embarrassed about it, and I get some, is from India, is still on, and in there as well, there was a lot of people just watching me and asking me, how are you, can I help you, and or just
okay, just once, like, slow down, he has to translate.
And this is why I always holding on. So sometimes I feel, okay, I just would like to let go everything, but I cannot, because then I don't know how my body is started.
Okay. Did you ever allow yourself for this or never?
Yes, but I am at home alone. I do.
Okay.
And this is, I don't know how is. And I think with a different view of people is very like strange and wired and.
So you think what other people think, yes?
Yes.
And you're stressed about it.
Yes, and even at the night, I just had to run.
So your point is what? To stop it or to allow it?
I thought you will give me some advice about it. Because I just don't want people to think I am mad or crazy, or I don't know.
But
and even I don't want to
bother others. Do you want to be a slave of other people?
No. But even
so we have to slow down.
Yeah.
We have to slow down to understand everyone, because it's satsang for everyone, Because some of us has the same sometimes. So you have to right now give the space to everyone also and yourself. Don't be too fast. This is patience. This is self-inquiry. We have to slow down this. This is the way you control yourself, but look at this control. What kind of control it is? Is it really a suppression, or it is like standing strong? And this standing strong is really necessary in satsang and self-inquiry also. So we have to be able to see ourselves this way, because otherwise it's gonna be like this. Don't give the space for that. First for yourself. And then everyone can join us. Okay, let's slow down.
Yeah.
So right now, are you afraid of this or not? Of these reactions, yes.
Actually, I'm not scared from this, but something is always here when.
Okay, one second. So, did you notice yourself a little bit calming down or not?
Yes.
Okay, so this is already good. This is already good. So already something doesn't give so much importance to the pattern which arises. By being present with it. You are the winner here as a presence right now, and not as a pattern which bothers you.
I know this.
But
and there is a lot of other people in the room. And
okay, so where are you going with these thoughts right now? About other people?
Maybe I bother them when it's sometimes like a shout coming out or.
So what? But now you are imagining this. You are going to future. I don't believe you, to be honest, at the moment. You are going too far.
Oh.
You are going to the future, what you might do, what might happen. It's your projections based on the past. Because something like this happened. Don't go to the future right now. Just be right now.
It was just all the night like this. I just had to come out from my room because I didn't want to bother the other girl, and I came here to.
Okay, so let's stay with this for 5 minutes, completely, absolutely free. But also hold on satsang in a way that you are the presence. Because I even notice you in meditation, you somehow navigate a little bit with your mind in this. So something in you indulges the mind. Something likes this a little bit. So just be, something likes this. So stay for a moment in satsang. If you want, close your eyes. If you want to leave it open. And just be observer. And if anything happened, you're free. Absolutely free right now. Don't be slave to the reaction. And don't think what other people think. It's anyway happens only in your head. You cannot go into anybody's head and really guess what is going on there. It's your fear. So don't follow this fear. Just be here and now. Thoughts around other people thoughts, it's still your thought.
Yes, actually this is the fear in me.
What is the fear?
Then I cannot be myself.
So you are doing it to yourself. Nobody is doing it for you. You are doing this right now to yourself by using this projection.
Yes, I do, yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So how can we get free from that? So there is a thought here, what other people will react and what they will feel. Whose thought it is? It is your thought. How do you react when you believe that thought? Yeah. You feel awful. You control yourself. Yeah. So this is the example what thought can make to us. And all of it happens in one organism. Even if you are so kind and you want the best for others, it's your fear talking, no? So just notice this and see if you want to believe that thought, if you want to be slave to that thought.
No, I hate this thought.
Okay, and how you get free from that?
If I just know that this is a thought is still here and still there is an energetic influence in me. So, I don't know.
So this is your thought. This is the thought which happens in here. And today in meditation, I ask you to discriminate the observing where you are involved in what's happening. Basically, this is suffering. Or observing where this is just happens in you.
Yeah, it's sometimes yes, it's success and
yeah. So we have to make it every time successful this way.
But is it depend on me?
In a way, yes. In a way, yes. It's your determination, your dedication to do it every time when it's necessary. We cannot rely on that it will happen today and then we have a vacation to the rest of our life.
I know this.
So it has to be done every time it bothers you. So for instance now, how are you going to get free yourself from this thought?
Because something is already free from it and I just have to know what is it or I don't know, not even know, but it is already there.
Yes. Yeah, and the thoughts is saying, oh my God, what are you doing? What are you doing? You are bothering all the people around. What will you do with this thought?
It sometimes just grab me.
Okay, but how are you gonna deal with this thought?
Okay,
is it true?
No, it's not. It says it's true. It's try to convince me that it's true. And
yes.
Sometimes it's. I say, yeah, okay, you are right.
And how it feels now? It's not so much to understand here. It's just more to be actually. It's more to be fearless. Not so much to understand, but to be free from that, even when this is active. This is your choice also. What are you choosing right now?
Yes, I know what I want to choose. But
it's too long.
Yeah.
For me, what you're saying is too long.
Okay.
Slow down for a moment. It's too long. It's not about doing. It's about commitment inside, right now. Your commitment inside right now. Do we want to talk about it? Do you want to talk with yourself about it?
No, I just
exactly.
Want to be free.
This is this commitment. Where you see that leads nowhere, there is no truth in there. And you are not even watching that so much. Because there is nothing of an importance. If you will be looking at this pattern all the time, you will only prolong this. Go beyond. Yes. This is really not so important. No, not at all.
Somebody told me that some entity may be living in me or something like some demon or Satan. Or, I don't know.
Somehow this is the miracle of satsang, because I'm often meeting people who are quite clear with their understanding, with their seeing, and in the same time it happens that they bring this kind of issues like, oh, maybe there is some entity, maybe there is some entity in me, some demon, maybe there is, and I wonder then, like, with whom am I talking here? I wondered every time, like,
Sorry. And this is always the solution. I come here. I don't know why it's how long I gonna play this game. Okay.
So exactly, there was two beingness actually, even in us, no? Two beingness. One is like clear and understanding everything, and there is a space for this. And suddenly this is completely uninvestigated. Zero investigation in there. And it's like obvious almost. So now we can see how self-inquiry is important. To really look into every corner, no? And then it's washed away by itself.
So I don't need to know anything then.
There is nothing to know here. Really. There is nothing to know here. There is, in the end, in the knowing, it is not knowing. But to see the trickiness of the mind, of course, yes. To see different layers of trickiness of the mind, yes, it's good to see every time.
I suppose you will talking about your experience and it's happened to you as well. And don't worry, Aniko is normal. This is why I came here to tell to others.
Okay.
Okay. There is better like this.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you. I see such a suspicious eyes in there. What is happening here? Somebody would like to continue? Yes, these eyes I meant. Mm-hmm.
So I would like to go a bit further with this topic because you talk about this commitment.
Mm.
And these kind of things we talk about in satsang with you is with me every day. But it's like...
What exactly?
What you're sharing, what you're talking about.
A second. Something is with you all the time, and it is exactly?
How you pointed out this kind of things. These things are pointed out inside of me every day, but they are still going on and going on and going on.
Okay.
I don't know what's missing. So it's a bit like it's still thinking.
Okay, and what exactly, which pointing you mean?
For an example, there's a lot of thought every day, and at some point I just catch myself, oh, wait a minute, these are just thoughts. And then they just keep going on in the next second.
Okay, good. Okay.
So that's where the commitment comes. And I'm trying to it sounds a bit silly, but stand in nothing or in just being. And in this being, thoughts come, and somehow there's I don't know. So I'm a bit lost at this point.
Good.
And there's something else I would like to speak out.
Well, let's start with this, okay? Let's start with this. Probably it's this experience of many of you, especially the one who've been on the retreats already and have some understanding of satsang. We got to know at some point that the thoughts are coming and going, that they come and go basically, that they pass. So this is something we maybe experientially know, we may also intellectually know. So we understand this in a way. And maybe at the retreats you have a moment of rest, or maybe even whole retreats of the rest. And then you come back home and it continues again the same. And even it might be worse because you say yourself, but this is coming and going, and so what? It doesn't help at all. Yeah, so it's just the mind is still so much active, yeah? So this is quite simple. When we are thirsty of truth, we are thirsty. I cannot say myself, I'm not thirsty when I'm thirsty. It's not possible. I can tell myself, I'm not thirsty, but I am thirsty. Yeah. So this is something like that with us. You got to know how the fulfillment feels also. And that's why there is more even frustration. Because you felt how it is not to be thirsty. So you're thinking, Jesus Christ, it's even worse. I wish I never went for satsang, maybe. It drives me crazy completely. So first, truth is to say to really see, I'm really thirsty, actually. I cannot say myself I'm not, because it doesn't help at all. So this is facing first this truth, I'm thirsty. So the habit of search in the mind still is going on. So what can I do now? Here comes the help of the pointer, which I heard in satsang, let's say. You are not that thought. And this is where the patience is so important. In satsang, in the retreats, it's easier to stay with the teacher or to stay with the group and really, we have to sometimes really like slow down, don't hurry, slow down. And the same thing we have to see this way home, really. Only by our reminding emptiness even, it also doesn't help, you know it. there is still thirst. So how can I not be thirsty? How can I find this place where I'm not thirsty? First, I will repeat it over and over again. First, to be really, really, really present in satsang while the retreats is going on. Be very present to really notice what's going on here. Why did I become not thirsty? What actually happened that I suddenly, for a week or 2 days, one day, felt full? Why did I not experience hunger? So this is one very important thing. So that's why I'm often trying to make you guys awake, meaning that when there is meditation, really, this is the most profound meeting on earth. Be super present to really notice what's going on, why we feel better. So this is not a judgment. This is just something for us to really to land in our being. The meditation, it's not like, guys, you are coming and I'm talking and we are all going into the heaven and it feels great, but we don't even know why. Because if it will be passive, then we go home and we will wait for somebody to do to us, but we have to stand on our legs there. Really. On our own legs. What did it mean? It means you are using those words and you are present to really see what's going on here. Not to analyze so much, but internally inside to see how did I become for a while so independent? How I was so independent to myself for 5 minutes. There was something going on and I was not bothered by that. How come? How come? So in a way, I would say it's like super presence is necessary almost. Super presence. Where whole your being is really focused on that. It's not something casual. It's not something small. It's like... And when we have this kind of, the word you used, commitment, then slowly, it gets revealed. So this commitment is very, very, very... I'm glad you used this word. So, going back to that, when you are home and then these thoughts are coming and you hear another thought, but I am witness of it. But then you have...
It's a bit like another thought necessary to... So first, something just catch it. Oh, wait a minute, it's thinking.
Yes.
And then I just don't know what to, not to do with this.
You will not help, nothing will help to do with it, honestly.
And to be honest, sometimes I realize it, okay, nothing to do with it, and just realize it, and that's it. So I move on.
Yeah, nothing to do with it, but it's not enough.
Yeah.
You can do nothing with it, but this is not enough. So why this question, who am I, was asked? Why this question, who am I, was asked? It's again, we have to really again slow down a little bit. Why this question? Because if you really, really understand, and this, we have to maybe sometimes come back to this understanding many times, that this is not about you. The thirst will be always when we put our attention in the mind and body. All requests are requests of the mind and bodies. So if we will try to manage something with the mind and body, we will not succeed, we will still be thirsty. We will still find some goal, some future happiness in something. We'll try to adjust this body-mind. It's crazy. It's actually invitation for suffering, to be honest. This is really invitation for suffering. So, where am I not thirsty? When I'm listening to my thoughts, when I'm listening to my projection, there is desire there for happiness, but this happiness is misplaced. It's somewhere outside of myself. So this question, who am I, comes up here. These things are coming and going. What is my true identity? What am I? Am I this body? Am I this craziness in the mind? How do I feel when I watch this? More and more like unhappiness, more and more tension, actually, no?
Yes.
So don't watch this. Go directly to the source. Directly step out of the world and find your power first beyond that, until this world you will be completely fine with it. But first, say thank you. Every day for 15 minutes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my thoughts, my feelings, my sensations, my emotions. Thank you. I will not be analyzing this. They will be fighting for your attention, fighting, and you are just ruthless. Not really doing anything with it.
I find it difficult because these thoughts are automatically come.
Okay.
And even if I try to relax, it's something like, okay, relax now. Relax.
But we are not speaking here about relaxing the body, because again, this is a request of the body. Leave yourself alone. Leave yourself alone. Right now, leave yourself alone. From where you perceive right now everything. From where do you perceive right now?
I don't understand the question.
Okay. Are you able to perceive your sensation right now?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
but I have to turn the attention to the sensation.
Can you focus your attention on sounds only right now?
Yes.
Can you turn your attention into the space right now? In the space around you right now.
I'm not sure the focus is on the space. Maybe it's just the bodily feeling and...
You sure it's a bodily feeling? Just close your eyes for a moment and tell me if it's for sure your bodily feeling. Your body is in this wood, in the ground or elsewhere. Don't go in any particular place right now. Close your eyes for a moment. Don't go also with your focus to your body sensations too much. Are you able to feel the space all around?
Yeah, sort of.
Sort of, okay. Give your attentions in the space all around. Okay. Try to give attention there. Okay. Is your body more you feel your body more when you focus on the space or less?
Less.
Great.
But it's a bit like, maybe it's one.
Maybe? Yeah, it can be one. It is actually one. But I just want to show you that if our attention goes directly only to our body sensation, we feel like a body mind. And I'm asking you to step out of looking there.
Okay.
And you said the body feels less. So this is the super presence which I meant. So you're not naturally distancing yourself from the body sensation to something prior, less tangible, less obvious. And now I invite you to leave everything what's happening alone. Don't focus on anything at all.
Not even on this space?
Nothing. And just wait for a moment. Are you here?
Something is on the screen.
Okay.
I mean,
what's on the screen?
this space-like thing.
By what are you experiencing space and anything else? By what? So there is something which allows you for this experience. It's something which is enlightening this experience. It's not something tangible. So don't look for a particular experience right now. But this is the way of stepping out of the world, I mean, which is very healthy for us. It's not going very far, actually. It's really not giving priority to our thoughts. This is not giving priority to our thoughts. This is very healthy. This is the healthiest thing we can do ourselves every day. This is rest. This is rest. This is the direction, I mean. When we go to the source, it's not like we discover some special source. But the world will be less visible or less harmful. How does it feel?
Yes, it feels better.
Mm-hmm. And this is just the beginning. This is what I mean. This is just the beginning. And this is where this word patience is very important. I know myself running away a couple of times in the most important moments. First, by not wanting face myself. Or second, by thinking that I know what it's all about. This is also running away. Wait. And let truth reveal itself. Wait. Now I show you only the way. I don't show you what to discover there. This is this practice which is very healthy. And truth is open. Don't wait. Don't expect also something to land. Truth is so alive. Untangible. It's not a line. So this is this openness. This is more like I showed you the way when you are by yourself, how to implement satsang. So what is important is like really super presence. I'm surprised using these words today. Meaning, I say presence because super presence because it requires some commitment in there also, yeah? And the other thing is patience. So when we sit, it's not, you know already, it's not enough to say, this is a thought, this is a sensation, this is a thought, this is a, so I know everything. No, it doesn't help. But at some point, you are in this place of independence where you know nothing, you are just open. There is openness, actually. It's not you who is open. And there is a big difference. And you're sitting like this. These things are floating. And it's nothing for you. Nothing.
I did meditation a few times at home, and it was same. It was the same thing.
Like today?
Yeah.
Great. 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 This is the true meditation will reveal you independence inside. Like things come and go and you are just there. And it's really healthy to give yourself this freedom every day. Not for 1 minute. And this is what Ramana Maharishi meant when he said, practice self-inquiry until it's effortless. Because at some point you will feel this way. The more dedication we give it to this practice, the more of it we will experience in our life. I have to say that when I felt this for the first time, I fell in love in this so much. All my misery, all my problems were so important, and then through this investigation, they were just meaningless. I could not believe that there is such an independence inside of this. And I know each one of you have it. Each one.
What I feel is only a kind of calming down.
Excuse me?
A calming down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's calming down, but look what's happening there. Is it like you use force to calm you down, like shh, 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 close this, close this? No, we are not acting like that.
It's a bit like.
Is it?
Yeah. Because I have to hold on to this.
Hold on to what?
First of all, to this kind of space you mentioned.
Okay, you. This is just a preparation for you. But in the end, are you really suppressing anything?
I feel a kind of.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
You have to check this. I would like you to check this. I would like you to really check this. If this independence is driven by the mind, or the mind is seen from the true place, or the mind is, how come? I think I never expressed this what I wanted to say right now. What is first here? when you are connecting yourself with the source, what power the mind has, which is just a memory. What power the mind has, which is just a memory, comparing to the source itself. When we land in the source by not interfering with anything, where is the greater power? Really, it's like not again intellectual answer. It's like we have to confirm this answer inside of ourselves. Where is this power coming from? I have no power in my thoughts, to be honest. But when my thoughts are in tune with the self, they are very powerful. They are really powerful. But they are not coming from separateness. They are one with the whole. So it's like alliance. So the whole, this body, mind, organism is aligned when we are truly in our space, meditation space. Don't hurry, guys, in meditation. Never hurry, never say too fast what you see. Because also there is a habit of talking to ourselves even. Really, we have a habit. Even we have a habit in enlightenment. I used to say this, so it goes. Or I used to know this, so it goes. But maybe it's not valid anymore. So just always alive, true, landing. And then you don't know what comes next, really. So never hurry with self-inquiry. Good slogan. Never hurry with self-inquiry.
Sure. That's what you call self-inquiry?
Yes.
But it's not a doing.
It's not a doing. It's not doing. It's bringing the love, actually. Bringing love, bringing dedication, bringing and in tuning with spirit, actually. By not indulging our body sensation and body mind. By landing first. And then watching really from what's going on. Maybe I am speaking now too much. I feel the most important was to show you the way and for you to do this way a couple of times. And then this will be recorded, you will hear what we said before, because not too much also, Too much words. We can follow really in satsang. If you follow, let's say 15 sentences, take these 15 sentences and stop. Thank you, you say to me. Okay? Enough, Nitya, don't talk to me. Take these 15 sentences. And the rest maybe you will hear in the evening or when you watch the satsang. But until everything is really confirmed inside and until you understand everything. Because then it's can be just talking. My talking. You'll perceive it as just talking.
Sometimes it could feel like this.
Yeah, I know, because it's a lot here.
Sometimes for a short, but yeah, now I feel it's okay, it's good.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Nothing will come, actually. I don't know if you guys are waiting for something. Nothing will come. Nothing will come to you without your commitment, openness, dedication, and love. Nothing. So there is nothing I can give you actually. I have nothing to give. Even if I would try, I would not reach you. If you wait, you miss.
I would like to bring some softness into something.
Some?
Some softness into something. So. You said something to Aniko when she was talking about that something enjoys this being busy with others' opinion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you said that something enjoys this self-punishment, so to speak. And I could see in myself that this energy is in the background, but I can't see or feel in a way that I just want to see why it's still here, or how should I approach, or whatever. I don't know. It's more like I see, but it's like an old friend, and I'm like, how is it possible that I see and I don't see in the same time, or something?
Okay.
It's just
Mm-hmm. I know what you mean. Yeah, there is a phase. First, we have we have as an adult, we have like completely unconscious phase where just habits run our life. And then by accident or by something we hear about meditation, about satsang. And we are lucky or unlucky to see. It depends. I can feel that. Yeah, that something can be independent to it, that something likes it, but also something dislikes it already. Something is tired of this. And then there is a phase, which can be short, very short, and it can be very long, where we experience both at the same time. Liking, disliking, together. Who knows that? Who recognizes it? I don't like this pattern, but I still like it. I hate this pattern, but I still love it. And I said, like, for some people it will be very short phase, for some longer, and for some maybe till the rest of their life. It's possible. So there is some consciousness there already, yes? There is a consciousness. But maybe there is still a fear which takes over. Fear. That which is based on untrue, actually. Yeah, untrue. Where you subtly disbelieve, or you don't wanna fully let go to the self. Because there is here some promise a little bit in the world. There is a little bit of promise. So let's say there is a little bit of promise. If it wasn't something fun there, if you completely didn't believe that there is some fun there, you will not bring it now. Something very subtly likes this and takes it as important. It's like with Aniko, like there is a clarity, but still we can bring ghosts. As something also important.
You said that something likes this and makes it important. I can't approach from that part that something makes it important, but this something likes that. I hate that there's something that likes that.
I hate that something likes that.
And I cannot switch off.
You know, this is a moment where I have a feeling that nothing can be forced, actually. In your experience, maybe you are not fed up.
I want to.
Maybe you're not fully fed up with this. Maybe you're not fully fed up.
Make me.
Make me fed up! Make me fed up! It's not working like this. It doesn't work like this. I mean, I'm not in you, in your experience, you know? I know what I'm tired about myself. I really know what I really don't like anymore. And there is no miracle that there will come like an engine and will take it all away.
It's like it's saying that until you
this is a misunderstanding a little bit. I will make it simple now. It's okay that something likes it. It is super okay. For all of you, whatever desires you have, all desires you have are okay. What I mean here is something in you believes that you can be satisfied outside. That even though you know somehow in meditation and satsang that the true fulfillment is in knowing yourself, subtly something still believes that you can get some happiness outside by making yourself miserable, for instance. Really, there is nothing wrong in our desires. Our desires are search for happiness. Our suffering also is search for the happiness. But we wrongly put the happiness. So, and already you said something likes this. But now self-inquiry is necessary. Really. You can say, Serena, you like it. So let's have a look what you like. Let's have a look what is this. It's like emotional feeling, yes?
Yes, mostly.
Emotional state, yes?
Emotions, and in my life it's situations, uncertainty.
Yes. Okay, so place it somewhere in front of you. Now, place it somewhere in front of you and see it. So what do you expect from that? Really? Like, see it from outside and see, what do you expect from this? And by observing all your life, and not only your life, you don't have to base on your life, you can see the life of all human beings. See it and see where it leads.
I expect to be liberated from something that does not exist.
Okay.
But the feeling says, until you don't have this, you can't be free and just go further.
First of all, you are not the body. First of all, you are not the body. Why consciousness is experiencing this body? Consciousness likes some misery here, some suffering likes. You are this consciousness. And now see what it is and where it leads. Where you forgot yourself and you take yourself to be body-mind. Or each of us who takes himself as a body-mind, as this emotional being. What this emotion expects from life? That someone will see you, that someone will please you, that someone will give you happiness, that God comes and will give you happiness. Rescue me.
It's completely yes.
Complete? Something outside will rescue me. I wait that something from outside will rescue me.
Yes, and it's somehow my behavior and movement in life, it's not like this anymore, but the emotion is stuck in the body and it's still like...
Okay, so once again, the self-inquiry. So you see that this asks for fulfillment outside. It really believes, subtly believes in miracle. Or it really wants this suffering for a while still. There is something fun there. So this is this emotional state which is asking for fulfillment. But I said, don't look only into your life, because you have life of all other people and you can see where it leads. To disappointment. It leads to disappointment. It will give you nothing. People will disappoint you. You yourself disappoint you. Your parents, your friends. Everybody will disappoint you there. It's not happy end. For the person, there is no happy end. So, but please don't believe me in this. Please, guys, don't believe me in any of what I'm saying. It's like in self-inquiry, we are just watching, is it true or not? Is it true or not? Is there really disappointment and expectation?
Yeah,
you know it. Yes. So there is disappointment. So this is the way.
And this is what it enjoys, the disappointment.
Yes, because you have this habit from the childhood. There is a habit like this. So what, we all have the habits. All of us have the habits. And now the question is, do we really want to indulge in these habits?
No.
Great. Fantastic. Great. So now let's stop dealing with body-mind all the time. Stop watching what you want, what the body wants. Go beyond that. It's like we did with Tommy, we did Annika, we will be doing with everyone. These all great sages showed the other way. They didn't show transcendence, slow transcendence of the pattern, but they show the way who you really are. And you have to see what kind of fulfillment this gives. You know it already, the difference in this kind of fulfillment of your true self, comparing to pleasure of the world. Because this is something different. This kind of happiness or pleasure of suffering. So it's not by our belief, but really by patience, and in patience watching what is what. Of course we can go to direction of suffering. Pleasure and suffering. But I told you at the beginning, until we are fed up, we cannot push too fast. But the only advice I could give, just leave this world alone, leave this body alone, and really land as the self as often as possible.
So I can't solve it there in this pleasure and suffering, and I want to get free of it.
I don't hear well. What can you?
So I can't solve it in this area. I can see already that the suffering, pleasure of suffering. This is a good wording. I just can't do anything with it.
So leave it alone.
So for the way which works for me is to be this and put my focus in this. So because this is real joy, and somehow I just hope that it will make this body mind understand that this is the joy, not that.
Okay, so tell me one more thing. When this is 100%, do you 100% of the time enjoy pleasure, suffering, or it is not all the time? Is it always you enjoy this, or it is sometimes not present? Are you always indulging this personal stuff, or just sometimes?
Sometimes.
Exactly. It is not always. It's not like you have to do something big here. It's only sometimes happens, this. So when it happens, you can inquire. Actively inquire. But when you just make this statement, it sounds like, oh, there is something big. There is nothing big. Only when it's necessary. With changing or what? Great. When it's necessary. And we also forgive our life, actually. It's not ourselves, because life is here sitting in our bodies. That it is this way. It is good way. It is good way.
The life or the life situation?
Life. She's playing with me all the time.
Does it contain life situation?
Huh?
Does it contain the life situation? Because for me, what is hard sometimes, but this is also sometimes this creates life situations, and it's easier and easier, and it's just the patterns just go slowly, but for me this is hard to accept or live it somehow. But this
Sometimes. You want to make it big. You really want to make it big.
It's because I want to control, you know.
You want to make it big, really. Life situation, I don't even know what it is. This is what is life situation? When we try to describe it with the mind, but otherwise it's just life. What we can make it as there is life here open. We can make it a situation. By my interpretation, I can make it a situation. Oh my God! What a situation was that? Did you see it? Did you see this? Oh. And somebody else is in. I saw nothing. What happened? I didn't see it. How come?
I mean, to land from this pattern and energy to.
But don't expect this too far. Don't expect too far. We can go do it only in really time for now. Don't expect. I mean, tomorrow we don't even know if it's gonna happen. This is like such a hard job. I'm tired of imagining tomorrow. And meanwhile, we have this moment. Just take care of this moment. It's enough.
Okay, then thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we will finish with the question for a moment. We'll continue later. I mean, is this what I'm saying a little bit known inside? Somehow resonates, or it's like, yeah. There is a mind in each of us which makes everything what is simple difficult. In its own, really own mysterious way. And for these 6 days, our invitation is not to complicate too much. We will not understand this by our mind, what's happening here, and what is satsang, what is our true self. It will try, of course, and it will be on the way also. But this is more to understand the mind from somewhere further. By our commitment, by our patience, by presence, by focus, self-inquiry, meditation. By the way, this meditation is happening all the time, right now also. Meditation is not only when we sit still in meditation position. It's not meditation only. So we will not check by this, but this will be checked. Will be seen. And how it advertises itself by some patterns of thinking, of behavior. If we really don't investigate that, it's just pattern after pattern. We are completely living unconsciously. Completely unconscious living. 99% of human beings lives like this. But you from inside, you will see the different experiencing. Where this is observed, but not by the force. You have to understand by what you understand, actually. Don't wait for me to tell you. And see, I asked this yesterday, but then I will repeat now. Are you up for it? I'm telling, it's so much fun. It is so fun. Are you up for it? This is the healthiest thing on the planet. Are you up for it? Something inside feels yes for it? We are not taking obvious thoughts only. So my invitation for this couple of days is really don't rely on your thinking. Give it a space. Bring the courage for discovery. If you have enough. It also doesn't mean that we will never experience our mind again. But you know what? This will be your friend. Will be your good friend. Even if crazy sometimes, it will be your good friend, not enemy. It will support you every time it's necessary. But you will know what is what inside. You will know what is thinking, what is interpretation, and what is not. And it sounds maybe like I'm speaking about the future, but I know that you experience sparkle of it already. You know some of it already. So we'll be more resting in there. More trust in there. This will only gain. The same way we first believe in our thinking that this is absolutely true and this is our life and me and everything. Uninvestigated, then you will have deep trust towards something else. Because the mind, in the end, is not very stupid. It bothers you because also the mind is tired. It wants to go back to the source. Because mind also has to get enlightened and hear. It will stop bothering you, really. It bothers you because you subtly believe in some things. Or disbelieve. Or there is some lack of trust. But when we spoke with Tommy, when the thirst is there, because there is a lack of knowing, When there is a knowing, there is no thirst. Same with the mind. Mind will be active because it wants also peace. It tries to protect, but it just imagines something which is not. By knowing your true self, it will leave you alone. That was my experience. Maybe not like suddenly, but gradually you will see that this is your friend. Okay. So thank you for this meeting. Thank you for satsang.